Sometimes crime cases can go beyond the worst, but other times, the intensity of matters associated with serial killers can leave you open-mouthed in a realm that doesn't feel real. History witnesses many such cases that don't sound real, but they are. Here, we have brought one of these unreal serial killers cases of an Indian man who killed more than 20 women in a pattern. He is often named the Bride Hunter due to the scenario he planned against women by winning their trust.
रातों रात यहाँ से एक लड़की गायब हो गई। वजह थी उस लड़की का बालिग होना, यानी कि वो अपनी मर्जी से भाग कर गई थी।
Let's see, how extreme can one go on the road of lust? Let's delve into the case to meet the Cyanide and his deadly ambition behind committing a freaking 20 murders of innocent women. Stay with us to watch the horrific serial killer story that will chill your spine to an extreme level. Life was going smoothly and under the control of Mohan Kumar Vivekanand. Everything was on point since his 20th prey, on his target list of women looking for marriage. Anita was the 20th unlucky woman among all those who died just for trusting Mohan. But who was he? What was the purpose of such deadly killings? And why he was only targeting women? There is a lot to unveil. On 17 June 2009, the Bantwal police station in Karnataka state, India, received a complaint of a lost woman. The family stated that their 22-year-old daughter, Anita, had been lost for 2 days. Police took action on the complaint and started investigating. They consulted the neighbors and investigated the relatives and even Anita's close friends. To their bad, they could find nothing around the area. Back in those days, there was another thing in trend. There was a group that used to kidnap women, force them to change their religion, and then force them to marry a guy from another religion. There were other criminal cases of people using women as sex rackets. As Anita's case is much more similar to those cases, police opted to investigate the matter from both angles. Their assumptions were Anita might have fallen prey to the kidnapper group, or someone might have taken her to a faraway place to get married to a boy from another religion, or perhaps someone has used her as a sex racket. Here again, nothing came out of an investigation, and the police once more remained empty-handed. As it was a case of a young unmarried girl, people gathered outside the police station for a strike to pressure the authorities to get to the roots of the case to find Anita at any cost. Here, police again took strict notice and informed every single police station in Karnataka to look into the matter or inform if they see Anita or anything related to her. On June 18, 2009, 48 hours passed without any progress in the case. However, the same day, the Bantwal police received a call from a 160-kilometer police station. The call informed the police that they found a dead body resembling Anita. The police found this dead body inside a local woman's toilet near a bus station. It appeared as if the woman had committed suicide or had taken poison for some reason because the foam was still coming out of her mouth when the police found her body. They clicked a photo of the dead body and sent it to the Bantwal police station. To the police's surprise, the dead body belonged to Anita, whom the authorities had been searching for 4 days. Shocking how a woman lost in Bantwal can be found in a 160-kilometer area and dead. However, the Bantwal police went on investigation in the area where Anita's body appeared. On investigation, they found that Anita had been staying in a hotel at that place for 2 days. But the twist is that she was not alone. There was a man with her, but who was he? Nobody knew. Police instantly went to the hotel and asked the staff about the man who came here with Anita. The employee showed the register to the police, which had the names and IDs of the check-in guests from that day. There was Anita's name with her real ID, but the man that came with her had a fake name with even a fake ID. When the police checked the ID, it revealed that the ID never existed. Once again, things went downhill. The only thing that could be helpful at this point was Anita's mobile phone. The police took the phone into custody and checked her call history from the past few days. It came out that Anita was continuously in contact with a woman named Kaveri, and most of the calls happened at nighttime. The police traced Kaveri's number and reached her address to check if there was her involvement in Anita's death. When the officers arrived there, another thing was waiting for them. They came to know that even Kaveri had been missing for the past few days. Kaveri's family told the police about the missing of her daughter, and that they have also registered a complaint for the matter. Here, police traced the call history from Kaveri's cell phone. Here, police got another shock when they came to know that Kaveri, too, was in continuous contact with another woman. The police repeated the same thing to reach to that woman's house, and guess what? She was missing too. The whole thing was just a maze to the police. How to find the endpoint. It sounded quite a challenging task, but such an intense case like this couldn't be ignored. Here, one thing was clear to the police. It was a pattern crime, planned with a serial mind. And the person behind the whole scenario is no less than dangerous. The case became more intense. The nature of the case resembled the cases of sex racket. The whole police department came up with the same interpretation of the case, thinking the girls involved in the case as the victims might be sold for money as a sex commodity. However, there was no clear evidence as well. Here, the police came up with a revolutionary finding. It traced the IMEI number of the phone. On further inspection, the police was sure that all of these SIM cards belonging to different girls have put it in a same mobile phone one after other. It means there's only one person behind the scenes. One person who is using only one mobile phone for his targets. The police finally reached the shopkeeper who sold that mobile phone. The shopkeeper told the address and name of the person to whom he had sold that mobile phone. Tracing the owner of the mobile phone, the police reached a slum area. There in a hut, they met the buyer of that phone. Nobody could think that a person belonging to such a slum area can commit a horrific crime like this, and so is the case with the police. That person told the police that he had gifted that cell phone to his relative, and he refused to confess anything to the police, saying he had no involvement in anything. He just gifted that phone to his cousin and doesn't know where that phone is. However, he gave the address of his relative for the police to check on him. The police reached the destination. But it had the same thoughts at that area as well. How could a mediocre person belonging to a middle area commit a crime? It was the house of a primary school teacher. How could a school teacher be a serial criminal? The police inspected the case, but Mohan Kumar refused to say a word about the involvement of his cell phone in the matter. Well, the cops asked him again, more strictly than the previous one. This time, Mohan broke up and told a groundbreaking story that nobody could believe. The police named him Cyanide Mohan, after hearing the whole story. But why was he named as Cyanide? There's a reason behind it too. Stay with us. Where the police was giving the case the shape of sex racking, they were dealing with a serial killer of all times. This criminal, Mohan Kumar, had taken away the lives of innocent women since 2004 to 2009. A freaking 5 years of crime without getting caught. But what Mohan did do with those women? And how did he keep following his deadly mission for a long time? The investigation reveals all. Telling the story of all 20 women wouldn't be possible in a single video. We will take the case of Anita, which shows what he did with the other 19 women. One thing is very evident about the serial killers. They plan and take action in a pattern. Their prey is usually one type of target, and the most common target in this regard remains the prostitutes, especially in India. But why prostitute? Because they are easy to call at the place you want them to be. Once they come at the location, the killer can kill them and dump their bodies easily, without higher chances of getting caught. In India, prostitutes are not considered good, and not many people pay attention to them. This is the one reason that prostitutes can be easy targets for serial killers in India. Mohan Kumar had the same thing in his mind, and so he targeted women, and especially those women who wanted to get married as soon as possible, or who were already looking for a life partner. He started posting ads mentioning that he is also looking for a girl to get married. He even came up with his fake identity and fake bio data, with a mention that he is a government officer. Now, being government officer is considered an over-the-moon thing in Indian vultures. It is the first thing that attracts girls and their families when they look for a perfect match to get married. That's how he met the 22-year-old looking for a partner, Anita. Mohan sent his marriage proposal at Anita's house, and Anita's family accepted it, getting inspired by Mohan's profile. That was all a lie. They started chatting, calling, talking on phones for hours and hours, days and nights. One day, Mohan called Anita to meet him. She went, and it became usual with time. That was all to win Anita's trust before Mohan could play the main game with her. Time passed by, and Mohan finally had Anita's strings in his hands. Anita was head to toe in love with Mohan, and she would do anything Mohan would say. And so the same happened. One day, on 14th of June 2009, Mohan asked Anita to join him for a pre-honeymoon before their wedding. Anita was already meeting with him, and at that point, she was in severe love and affection towards Mohan. She agreed, and both went to the hotel. Yes, the hotel police went to before finding Mohan. That bite, the Tobey Soon couple had sex. The next morning, Mohan convinced Anita to spend quality time outside the hotel before leaving for Bantawal. Both went out without checking out of the hotel. Mohan convinced Anita to take contraceptive pills as they had unprotected intercourse the whole night. At first, Anita refused to take the pills, but Mohan insisted and left, saying he was going to buy the medication from the medical store. Anita waited for him to return, and Mohan returned with the pills in his hand. But those were not the pills he bought from the medical store. Those were the pills Mohan already had in his pocket. He asked Anita to go to the women's toilet to take the pills with water, saying, "I am waiting for you outside." Anita went in, and Mohan waited outside. But she didn't come out for minutes. Mohan was sure that the pills had done the job. Yes, the pills that were not contraceptive pills, but those were the pills made of cyanide poison. Hilarious, how someone could use such a dangerous poison for a human being. Anita might have been dead by that time, dead by the hands of trust. Mohan left and went to the hotel to collect his belongings and fake ID. Mohan took Anita's jewelry as well. How cruel and greedy at the same time. After his check put, Mohan went to Bantwal and continued living his normal life, looking for his next target. The deadly killer had been doing this thing for 5 years. He was not afraid, not ashamed, not scared of getting caught. Even his conscience was dead at that level. He never thought of getting caught because he was doing this crime professionally for 5 years. There was not even the slightest glance of fear on his face. He was as relaxed as nothing had happened, as if he had done nothing, as if killing more than 20 innocent women in the face of trust is nothing at all. He didn't know, there's always the end. And it came to him on his 20th target, the innocent Anita. Instead of pondering upon what he did, Mohan was looking for his new target. He continued his pattern of making a new ID showing a fake government job and a fake name. He again posted ads on different platforms, claiming to be looking for a girl to get married. Kaveri would have been the next in line. Now, you might be thinking that if Mohan was too much into girls, he might not have his family, or he might not have gotten married. No. Mohan married a Catholic girl, but the marriage didn't go well. After his first marriage ended, he married another girl. In fact, 2 at a time. Mohan also had kids from both wives. Think how he was managing his life. 2 wives at a time, kids from both wives and this target, the innocent poor woman. Another twist is none of his wife knew that Mohan had another wife. He was earning a mediocre salary, trying to adjust to the middle-class society. But still, he managed to keep his criminal track record. He had decided 2 days for one wife, 2 days for the other wife, and the remaining days with his targeted women. When the police arrested him, his neighbors had extremely sympathetic reviews about the primary school teacher's nature. They insisted that the police might have arrested a wrong person, as Mohan had always been kind, generous, and giving. But nobody knew what was hiding behind such a mediocre face. Nobody could believe when the police took Mohan's mask off his reputation. He was a serial criminal, a killer who used a deadly poison like cyanide to kill his target for nothing. During the inquiry, Mohan told the police about the incident that showed the powerful work of cyanide poison. He narrates the story of the day he was sitting at his friend's jewelry shop, which had a white powder placed at the side. His friend told him that once he threw this powder in the garbage by mistake. As street animals have this habit of peeking their mouth in the garbage in India, a few animals swallowed the cyanide poison from that garbage. Mohan's friend told that almost 8 animals died on the spot, but he never admitted the incident to anyone. He also told Mohan that this daring poison, cyanide, could kill anyone in this world in just a few minutes. That's where Mohan got the idea of using cyanide as a poison to kill his victims. He made cyanide pills representing the contraceptive pills and he had those pills in his pocket every time he took his victims to the hotel. That is why Mohan Kumar is known as Mohan Cyanide. It is very rare to get to the serial killer and arrest him, but it happened in Mohan's case. The criminal is still locked in an Indian jail, and he is getting punishments over and over again. He has given life sentence in prison for some murder cases, and a few are still to be heard. Mohan has never hired a lawyer to represent his case. He says he will deal with the matter himself. But all the solid evidence and his own confession is the biggest record the law has. Keeping the fact highlighted that Mohan targeted unmarried women or women who had been pressured by their families to get married, do you think that this culture needs to be changed in India? Also, do you think Mohan has already accepted his fate in prison for his remaining life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.